Hi everyone, and welcome to another match in my Tooth and Nail series. We are on the draw, and this hand is perfectly keepable. Okay, so opponent is probably on Jaunt. I guess he will take Utopia Sprawl and follow it up with Ren and 6. That would be the most devastating. Generally against Jaunt you want to have as much non-creature ramp as possible, because they have a lot of creature removal. Yeah, there's Ren. This is one of the reasons Tribal is dying. Ren and 6 along with Plague Engineer and Lava Dart. Those are the bane of Tribal decks. Okay, opponent is following his Ren with Tarmogoyf. I'm going to fetch for a red source because I have Kessig in hand. Opponent probably has something like Fatal Push or a Bolt, I guess. Yeah, exactly. We also drew double Tooth and Nail, which is not exactly what we want to draw against Jaunt so early. Okay, 4 mana, so I guess Bloodbraid, yeah. Fatal Push. Okay, Fierce Empath. It would be a chump blocker, but opponent has Ren and 6, so he can easily kill it and finish us with Bloodbraid and Tarmogoyf. So let's go to game 2. Okay, against Jaunt, either one of those would be good, but more ramp to make the deck more consistent. Cut some expensive spells. Okay, so what do I value more? I already have one Blast Zone. This could be good at killing Goyfs. This could be fine too. Okay, but what do I value more? Scavenger Grounds to prevent him from, I don't know, make Ren's ultimate weaker or shrink some Goyfs, or this to close games. I think with being on the play I want Kessig Wolf Run. Yeah. Generally Jaunt is very hard to beat if they play turn 1 interaction spell into Planeswalkers, like Ren and Liliana. Okay, this hand, I mean it has some ramp, but the opponent can as well Thoughtseize it away. Also there's Panglacial Wurm, that's not good to have in hand. Okay, let's risk it and see what happens. Because sometimes Jaunt, if we get to the point where we cast those 7 mana creatures, Jaunt has problems with dealing with them sometimes. Emrakul. So there's our duo. On turn 2, assembled. Oh, that's nice. Let's just hope opponent doesn't have pillages. Plague Engineer, naming Elf. I mean, Llanowar Tribe, Arbor Elf, and Fierce Empath are elves. Opponent indeed chose Elf. So let's go like this. First, Nissa's Pilgrimage. Play a forest and Llanowar Tribe. Now we have 7 mana, we can cast either of those worms. There is Bloodbraid, revealing Ren and 6. Okay. Will opponent attack with any of those? I think he will attack with Bloodbraid and leave Plague Engineer up. Yeah, exactly. We will not be blocking. We want some protection. Oh, that's nice. So Primeval Titan or Atarka? He didn't touch us or anything so far, so let's try to get the creatures we need. That's 7 mana, so either Titan or Atarka. We have already Panglacial Wurm in hand, so I will go with Atarka. And we can actually cast that. I forgot I have Llanowar Tribe, right. Okay, so how to do it? 2, 2, 1 or something like this. Because I don't want him to have a blocker with Death Touch. So this is definitely going down. We have 10 mana right now. Okay, and Liliana or something. Yeah, Plague Engineer is also one of the reasons I'm not a fan of playing Hornet Queen against Giant anymore. Because it kills all of the insect tokens and you are just left with 7 mana, 2-2 with Death Touch and Flying. Okay, there's another Plague Engineer. Naming Elf again. Okay. So do I go for his face or not? If I go for his face, play one of those creatures, the next turn is lethal. But if not, he will be getting free value with Ren. And I think Giant is about attrition, so let's try to stop him from doing that. Okay, Utopia Sprawl. Name red just in case he blows up Stomping Ground and play Panglacial Wurm. There's another Ren. So probably going for his face was the correct choice. Okay, once again we're going for Ren. Cast Elderscale Empath. That's how much power? 7, 15, 24. He will have 5 to block, that's 19. Assuming he has no removal for those creatures. So next turn we can swing for lethal, I think. Oh, Nissa, great. Wait, can I cast Emrakul here? I don't think so. Yeah, Nissa was enough with those fatties. Okay, so do I want Scavenger Grounds now? I think I'm going to keep Kessig Wolf Run. Yeah. This hand is very, very risky. Opponent takes that with a discard spell, kills this, and we're left with one land. There's also Emrakul and Xenagos in our hand. I think we have to mulligan this one. This hand is too uncertain, considering what opponent can do with it. Okay, there are lands. I'm going to keep it. I'm not going to mulligan down to 5, but if you're playing against Giant, if you see hand with many lands, it's very reasonable to keep it, because you will be opponent will be busy interacting with you, trying to slow you down, but you will just naturally make your land drops and eventually cast big spells. Okay, opponent is complaining about his luck. Oh, we drew Emrakul. You're not alone, opponent. Okay, he actually kept that one lander. I'm surprised. There's another one. Do I want to discard Emrakul now? Yeah, why not? Maybe I should have done this before, right? There wouldn't be a land in the graveyard. So go would be one power and toughness smaller. And see, just like that, we are making land drops. Naturally. Opponent is kind of screwed on mana, but he did keep the one lander, afraid of what we can ramp into. Revolt is not active. Okay, that's good. Let's name red and cast Elderscale Wurm, I guess. Atarka can kill something when it enters the battlefield, so I guess Liliana or something. Yeah, opponent kept a very greedy hand, just like our first hand in the third game. It was also a one lander that could be easily dismantled, so that's what we mulliganed. And remember, keeping a hand full of lands against Giant is not as bad as you may think it is.